Hi, year six. Good morning, and how are you today? I hope you had a very good night's rest. So, today again, we're studying math and it's still unit 4, but our focus is going to be on our workbook, page 205 to 206. We're studying areas of compound shapes just like we did yesterday. So, let's see the workbook today and we'll look at some other shapes so that we can get very familiar with how to find areas of compound shapes. Our lesson objective today, at the end of a lesson, we have just one objective: to be able to calculate the area of a compound shape. Let's get to the lesson. All right, now we're going to focus on our workbook, page 205 and 206. So we have a shape here. It's a compound shape. I mentioned to you that a compound shape is made up of two different uh, simple shapes. So in this shape, you can see already that we have two rectangles. All right, now let's proceed. We have all the sides except A and B. Now we are very familiar with finding the missing sides. We now understand what it means to find the missing sides. So let's find side A. Side A, first thing we do, we check for the opposites, corresponding opposites width, because side A is a width. We have 4 meter. 4 meter is a corresponding opposite width, but it's not long enough, so we add it up with 2 meter. So 4 plus 2 is 6. What does this mean? Side A is 6 meter. What about side B? What about our side B? Our side B, we have, oh, of course, it's saying we should find side A and find side B, then we find the total area. So this is our side A. Side A is 6 meter. For side B, we have 8 as a corresponding opposite length, but 8 is not enough. So we have to add the remaining parts to make it up. So how do we then add it? Side B is going to be 6. That's the extension right there on the first rectangle. And 8, the length of the second rectangle. So 6 plus 8 is 14 meter. So our side B is 14 meter. Okay? Now find the area. I know it's not difficult for you to find the sides. Now let's find the area. Remember we said that area is about uh, multiplying the length by the width. Multiplying the length by the width. Now let's separate the rectangles. Let's separate the rectangles. We have rectangle 1 and rectangle 2. So here is rectangle 1. For rectangle 1, we have a width of 4 meter. You can see it right there, but that's rectangle 2 over there. Now for rectangle 1, we have a length of 6 meter and a width of 4 meter. So we simply just multiply 6 by 4. That's our rectangle 1. So we have 24 meters squared. Quite easy. Now for our second rectangle, we have a width of, no, a length. Our length is 8 meter. Do you see that there on our second rectangle? Okay, what about our width? Our width now we find is, we found it already to be side A. Side A is 6 meter. So let's replace it with 6 meter. So how do we now find the area of the second rectangle? Just simply multiply 8 by 6. So 8 multiplied by 6 is 48 meters squared. And then how do we find the total area? Add the two together, that's all. Total area will be 24 meters squared plus 48 meters squared. And we have 72 meters squared. That's quite easy, right? All right, now let's see the second one. Will also be taken from our workbook. Now this is workbook, page 206. Now look at this. We have another compound shape, but how many rectangles or how many simple shapes are we going to be able to pick out from this? First of all, we have missing angles also. We are or missing sides. Side A is missing, side B is also missing. So let's find the missing sides. How do we find side A? Let's look for the corresponding opposite side, 5. But 5 has an excess. Where is the excess? 2. So 5 minus 2 is 3. But look at side, that rectangle, that side A. It still has an extension upwards to the top. And that extension is how many centimeter? 1 centimeter. So now we add the 3 centimeter now that we have gotten from subtracting 2 from 5. We add it to this one. So it means side A will be 4 centimeter. Now let's find side B. Side B will be 7 centimeter, but it has an excess also. The excess is on 3 centimeter. Can you see that? Side B, the opposite side there up here is 7 centimeter. But then there's an excess of 3 centimeters. So let's cut out 3 centimeter excess. We're going to be left with 4 centimeter. Now looking onward to the end of line B, can you see we have another corresponding opposite width or length? That's 4 centimeter up there at the top of the third rectangle. Okay, so we add 4 plus 4 and we're going to be having 8. Now that we have found the missing sides, let's find the area. Here is our first rectangle and let's try to find the area. Our first rectangle is so easy because we have a length of 3 centimeters and it has a width of 5 centimeters. So that's quite easy. We don't need to search for any length or width again. So 5 multiplied by 3 is 15. So that means rectangle 1 has 15 centimeter square as the area. Now this is our rectangle 2. Look at it right here. Do you see that? Okay. Now rectangle 2, how do we find the length? Excuse me, and the width. So to find the length, what we simply do is, since we now know that line B is 8 centimeter, what we just do is cut out the excess from line B. The excess we have there is 4 centimeter. Alternatively, we can take it from the top, 7 centimeter at the top, and deduct 3 centimeter from it. It will equally give us 4 centimeter. So our length is going to be 4 centimeter. And then what about our width? To get the width, the 5 centimeter on rectangle A. Can you see that 5 centimeter on rectangle A? Yeah. All right, that 5 centimeter on rectangle A, deduct it from the excess. The excess is 2 centimeters. So we have 3. So what we simply do now again is, all right, now you see we have 7 minus 3, we have 4 centimeters. So we multiply 4 by 3. 3 times 4 is 12 centimeters square. Okay? All right, so that's the area for rectangle 2. Now the third one, let's find the area for the third. For the third one, our line, we already have a look. That's the third rectangle. We simply already have our length as 4 centimeter. And what's our width? We found our width to be side A, and side A is also 4 centimeter. So we just multiply 4 by 4, and our answer for rectangle 3 will be 16 centimeters square. Actually, this is a square. It's going to be a square. A square has all same sides. So 4 multiplied by 4 is 16. Let's add everything together. We have 43 centimeters square. So see, it's easy to find the area of compound shapes. There's nothing so special about it as far as you're able to find the sides. Okay? Alright, students, now try to complete the workbook. Oh no, we actually completed the workbook. I think this is about all. The only thing we need to do now is to draw the shapes that were specified in the workbook. We'll just draw up the shapes and fill it up in the grid, and then we're done with the lesson. So what did we learn today? We learned to find missing sides. We've always been learning to find missing sides for about 2 weeks now. And then also, we've been able to calculate the area of compound shapes. Okay, so students, this is about all that we're going to be taking today. Till we have another lesson again, probably tomorrow. So stay safe and take care of yourselves. Have a great day. Bye.